In one corner, we have none other than Keanu Reeves, who began acting in theater and television before hitting the big screen. His breakthrough role, of course, was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but he's established himself since then as an action star in films like Point Break and Speed. And since then, of course, he's gone on to deliver the cult classic The Matrix, Devil's Advocate, 47 Ronin, and of course the fan favorite, John Wick. Keanu is hands down one of the nicest dudes out there, one of the most humble actors that Hollywood has brought to us, and his action movies are on point. So we had to reach back in to classic action hero movie stars and find the one that could bring it. We had to find an action star who is larger than life. And so for this episode, we brought in none other than Chuck freaking Norris.
Damn right.
Sorry, this is by invitation only.
This is my invitation.
Hey.
Chuck Norris is an actual badass. He's got black belts in Tang Sudo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Judo. Not to mention, he served in the military. He's played alongside legends including Bruce Lee, and it was Steve McQueen himself who got him serious about acting. He's brought to us the legendary action films such as A Force of One, The Octagon, An Eye for an Eye, Delta Force, Invasion USA, Firewalker, Code of Silence, and of course, took a long-running role as the lead actor in Walker, Texas Ranger. Let's look at a few clips of each one of these two back-to-back as they start hitting off head-to-head, and we're going to see which one will prevail and which one is going to receive the knockout punch.
I'm not going to fight.
It ends tonight.
You know you were trying the wrong techniques against these skinheads. No offense, guys, but an elbow would have been a lot better. You don't need that.
I don't need it to kick your ass.
Is that right, tough guy? You're really that tough? Let's see. Then hit me. You call that a hit? You call that a hit? You call that a hit? Hey, come on. Hit me, tough guy. Come on. Let's see how tough you really are.
Show me.
This shouldn't hurt.
Do you know what you are?
I'm not afraid to die. Are you?
You're nothing.
You're beginning to irritate me.
Drop dead.
It's time to die.
But one of the things that Keanu Reeves has going for him is the fact that there is, in his era, a strong sense of special effects. And this was most evident in movies like The Matrix and all of the future Matrix films that came with it. They completely floored the audience. But on top of that, you know, you have a lot of a green screen that's going on and a lot of visual effects that are happening that really draw in the audience to the film. But one could argue that all of the green screen takes away from the sheer authenticity of the movies themselves. For example, when you go back to Chuck Norris's time, you don't have any of that. So when you're looking at the film and you're watching the special effects that are happening, it is actually happening in the streets, in the mall, in the homes. People are actually getting punched in the face. They're getting shot in the groin, for crying out loud. You couldn't make Chuck Norris's movies today as they stood back in the 1980s. Cancel culture would absolutely shut Hollywood down and any producer down who tried to shoot people in the groin and kill kids on Christmas. And when you take the two together and you try to actually think about what it would look like for somebody like Chuck Norris to go head-to-head against Keanu Reeves in any of his films, including as John Wick, is hands down, I don't think that there's a person alive who would pick Keanu Reeves. Chuck Norris's overall badassery, his legendary skills as a martial artist, both in real life and in his high-kicking antics on film, his hit after hit after hit of A and mostly B-roll action movies, not to mention being the star of some of the most badass jokes that have ever been told about everything going up against Chuck Norris and Chuck Norris winning. Nobody else can say that. Only Chuck Norris. And for that reason, along with everything else that we discussed, we're going to go ahead and proclaim Chuck Norris as the winner. I'm sorry if you were born in 2000-something and you aren't old enough to have been raised watching Chuck Norris's films, either in the movies or on television. That is quite frankly not my fault. That's your fault. Get off your butts and go rent some dadgum movies down at the local Blockbuster or movie gallery and put in some VHS tapes and start to watch an American legend at his finest. Let us know what you think down in the comments below about this head-to-head knockout fight between Chuck Norris and Keanu Reeves. Who else should we put together? Thinking about action stars like Dwayne Johnson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mark Wahlberg, Steven Seagal, Gerard Butler and Stallone, Statham, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Friends, this is Action Mojo, and here, that's the only thing that we care about. It's classic action movie hits with a little bit of twinkling of some modern ones as well. Let us know down in the comments below what you think. Make sure that you share this out with a friend, because sharing is caring. It's the American way. Don't be a commie. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.